everyone, I've just gotten out of seeing The Woman in the Yard, and this is another car review as I've just gotten out of the cinema. This is directed by Jaume Collet-Serra, starring Danielle Deadwyler. It essentially tells a story of a single mother after the tragic passing of her husband. She's looking after these two kids in this farmhouse that they own. However, one day, this woman appears in the yard, given the title of the movie. At first, she seems harmless. You know, the family are wondering, like, what she's actually doing there. But then the horror soon starts to unfold. This clocks in at about 1 hour and 28 minutes, roughly, if you take away the end credits and etc. And what I will say is the end credits does definitely address the theme of the movie, and they do put some, like, helplines there as well. And that's all I'll kind of say on that front. This is a one that I feel had a lot of potential. By the end of the movie, I felt like we were on a kind of path where Blumhouse wanted to just deliver us something a little bit different than just like a standard horror movie, but I think it gets lost in the shuffle and in its way of trying to deliver that message in the meantime, which I feel like was a big missed opportunity, because at parts, I felt this 1 hour and 28 minute movie feel as if it was running for 2 hours. The pacing wasn't exactly the best, but I also think the hand of the editing and some of the script choices that they made weren't exactly the most ideal fit for the message that this was trying to convey. I think Danielle Deadwyler as the mother does a good job in the different emotions that she has to express, and she is asked a lot of from this script that is a little bit all over the place, but she's a very talented actress, so I think she does the best for the material that she's working with. The kid actors, they're okay at the end of the day. They're doing the roles that they've been given. They weren't utterly horrible. The teenage boy was definitely frustrating, but that's the whole point of being a teenage boy actor that he's given. So again, he does what he can probably with the material, but it's not exactly like an Oscar or a career-defining performance from anyone really involved. The movie's competently shot, you know, I can give it that, but the unfortunate thing is with The Woman in the Yard, this follows so many tropes of movies that's come before it, including kind of recycled ideas from previous Blumhouse resumes. For example, Danielle Deadwyler's main character, she has got a broken leg. She's on crutches in order to get around and move. We've seen this, for example, in Night Swim, where the father is struggling with swimming, for example, and he has an ailment with his body. So yet again, we are following that trope. We've got hints of Imaginary and Insidious. I'll not say too much more than that, but that is overarching another theme that is just recycled from previous outings from Blumhouse. And at this point, it just feels as if they are just churning the same ideas over and over and over again, adding something slightly different to the forefront of the premise, and this covers the title of this movie. And then yet again, we've got just another movie from Blumhouse that is just very similar principle. This one has a little bit more depth and meaning, I will give it that for sure, but it doesn't fully connect with the idea. I saw what they were going for. I can appreciate the different approach, and I think for some people it will work for them, and I really hope it does. But I can definitely see others, a little bit like myself, I was starting to feel towards the end, right, it's feeling a little bit too long. It feels as if we're having multiple different endings here, and it just feels as if what should have been maybe a really clever movie with a little bit of a horror twist ultimately loses its dual identity, or can't fully establish the identity it wants to roll with in turn executing that premise to its full potential. So I'd give the movie like 1.5 out of 5. Have you seen The Woman in the Yard? Are you going to check it out? Let me know down below in the comment section so we can continue the discussion down there. Also, a big thanks to all my awesome patrons who help to support the channel. If you would like to join Patreon yourself, you can from only £2 per month. The link to that is down below in the description box. Big thanks to all these awesome legends you see on screen for supporting Patreon. And in the meantime, if you haven't seen these most recent videos of mine, well, click over here, have a bit of a deep dive. Until the next time that I see you guys, I'll be seeing you later.